Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. We got over 880 of these available for your listening pleasure. In any event, this is our life lesson series. If you're looking for coaching, would love to be of assistance to you in any way that I can. Life, relationship, business, behavioral change, all that stuff, and all points in between are things that I'm seasoned at working with people over the last 14 years. In any event, a couple of things to look at. If you're looking for the connection to a more meaningful process here, um, we'd love to connect with you. You can do that through at PO Perception on Twitter. You can also do that in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either way will lead you to a overall good way of looking at things and hopefully lead you to a better quality of life. You can reach out on Twitter at PO Perception. You can reach out in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either way, we'll get you in contact with me and hopefully we can set you on the right track for the rest of 2021 into 2022. That's the hope anyway. In any event, please feel free to reach out at your earliest convenience as needed. So, this is the life lesson series. So, things that life may be trying to teach you that you're missing. The first is your life and mine and everyone's comes with a time limit. However, we don't know the time limit. Therefore, time management is one of the most important things you can learn because you don't know if tomorrow will come. A lot of people live life believing that they know that tomorrow's going to come. They know that they're going to be in a good space. They know that they're going to be, they have an opportunity to go forward. But that's not something that can be known. In reality, at the end of the day, the only thing we know for sure is that we have today, this day. And if we are smart about it, we will live our life as though this is the last, the last day of our life. It doesn't mean don't plan for a future, but if today was your last day, how would you live? What would you do? Where would you go? What entity would you connect with? Or how would you continue to do your life in the best way possible? What would you do to make life better for yourself, for your friends, for your family, and all of that? Useful information and something to think about. The next thing to consider is kind of looking at, um, connecting on a deeper level with the possibility of the need to take risks. Look, if you are going to play life completely conservatively, you will never get to a place where your life becomes what you want it to be because conservatism doesn't move things forward quickly enough. Now, obviously, taking calculated risks versus unplanned risks is a important distinction of factor. A calculated risk is one that you've kind of looked at the positive and negative of. It's something that you've looked at the differences of. It's something that you have kind of seen from the perspective of, hey, if this doesn't pay off, I know how to make things go better for myself. So obviously making sense out of trying to do that and trying to get to a better space and trying to understand the cost-benefit analysis of any chances you take is important. But at the same time, at some level, you've got to take some small to medium level risks calculated in your life so that you can get to a place where you are getting more out of your life um, in a meaningful perspective. So, next thing to think about is don't be fake. If you don't like something, if you don't like a person, if you don't like a situation, if you can't cope with something, if you are struggling emotionally, mental health, all of that, just be real. The reality is most people are going to be more supportive of you if you're real, or at least trying to be, than if they find out that you've lied the whole time. And a lot of times people are worried about, and I work with clients all the time on, what if this person doesn't accept me? Well, then you're not really in any different position than if they did accept you. And so, what do you mean? Well, okay, if they don't accept you for who you are or where you are in life, then you can make time for the quality of your life at a whole different level, and you can support or find the support of people who will accept you as you are. if you are wasting time thinking someone's going to support you through something, or you need somebody to be something they're not being, and you're wasting time and energy and effort towards that, you're going to get more jaded, you're going to get more frustrated, you're going to become more upset over time, and in the end, you're actually going to make life harder for yourself in terms of finding the support network you need, among other things. Next thing is take care of your body, whatever it is. And I'm not a person that believes that there's a miracle diet or a certain number of hours of sleep that you need every day. What you need to do is get in sync with paying attention to, hey, there's pain in my body. How do I fix it? Hey, I'm feeling unwell after I eat certain things. Maybe I need to change my diet. Hey, I'm feeling extra tired. Maybe I need to look at my sleep score schedule, or my sleep score value, or whatever. It's just finding um, the pattern that works for you. I think one of the things that people do that's really unhealthy is they go, this is the fix. And the fix for your life, no matter who um, it is and what it is going to be different for every person. So understanding that your fix for your life is different than my fix for and all of that is important, and finding what works best for you is also important. The next thing to consider is at the end of the day, finding a way to be in, you know, a constant, consistent way forward. Easy on yourself. In other words, be easy. Look, you're going to have moments where you slip. You're going to have thoughts that aren't productive. You're going to have moments where things are not going according to plan. You're going to have times when you mess up. You're going to have times when you judge people too harshly. You're going to have times when you don't understand something and you make a mistake that may affect you months or years later. So, but be easy on yourself, because here's the thing people forget. Most people wouldn't make the mistake they make if they had all the knowledge they needed to not make the mistake. Most people make mistakes because they're uninformed or underinformed. It doesn't mean they're unintelligent. And a lot of people link unintelligence with, kind of being in that space, and it's unfortunate, and it's unhealthy, and it's counterproductive. So be easy to yourself in all matters of where you are in life in comparison with others. The next is place time and emphasis upon your relationships. In other words, hey, guess what? You're not perfect, nor are you capable of doing everything by yourself, and nor are you meant to, because human beings are meant to be connected creatures who connect with each other on a social level. So the value of your relationships and making time for them is important. Understanding that you may not be able to do everything you want to do in life, and also understanding that you may struggle with where you belong or how to belong places is important. But the more time and energy and effort and consistency and focus you put into your relationships, the better quality of life you're going to have, both in the medium term, in the long term, and hopefully that's helpful for you in a consistent level, on a consistent basis. Next thing is to look at the possibility of owning less stuff, and understanding that stuff is not stuff you can take with you. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but people pursue the big house, the big car, a certain collection of things. And obviously that can go really extreme like hoarding, and it can go really extreme in the other direction like minimalism. If you're going to actively enjoy something, then purchase it, buy it, have it. But at the same time, stuff isn't going to make you happy, and stuff is not going to really improve your quality of life outside of the emotional rush of purchasing it. So, finding a way to have value for everything that you are kind of moving forward with can be valuable and is useful, and just kind of being easy in that way is important and useful and valuable and all of that good stuff. So the next thing is to look at not quitting on yourself or your goals, and also understanding that it's important to be grateful. Life will throw you curveballs upon occasion. That's okay. It doesn't mean that you've failed if you're thrown a curveball. It just means that you've got to look from another perspective and see the value of a simple fact. And that fact is, hey, this is where we are going. This is the journey we're going on. And I need to be adaptable. I need to be flexible. I need to be alert and aware to the needs for positive change. It doesn't mean that you need to have every answer, but the more flexible you are with how you deal with challenges and problems, the easier it would be to reach your own goals, aspirations, and value in life. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to know or need to know everything that is important. In any event, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.